Welcome back, everybody. This is Morning Live. Thank you so much for joining us. On this day, exactly 110 years ago, the African National Congress was formed, and today the ruling party will be having its commemoration celebrations in Polokwane in Limpopo. And joining us now to talk to us about the traffic situation in and around the venue is our reporter Phimani Baloyi. Phimani, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Just take us through exactly where you are and how the traffic situation is looking where you are.
Good morning, Simpiwe. Indeed, we're coming to you live from Polokwane, just outside the Peter Mokaba Stadium, where the ANC's birthday celebrations will be held in a few hours' time from now. But as you stated, Simpiwe, there are a few road closures. Roads that lead to the stadium have been closed. They started being closed at 6 a.m. to ensure that the traffic flow into the stadium has easy access into the stadium. But Simpiwe, to speak more about these road closures, we are joined by the spokesperson of traffic at the Polokwane municipality, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. Mr. Just take us through some of the closures that the city will see.
We will be having the road closures this morning that leads to the stadium, looking at Berger Street, Makhasein Street, Voortrekker Street, Silicon Street. We are looking also at Voortrekker Stadium Link 8 Street that will be closed to allow people to have access to the stadium. Because if we do not close such roads, then people will not get free access to the stadium. So for us to make sure that we are in control of the stadium, that's why we had to close a few roads that leads to the stadium.
And if I'm part of the 2,000 people who are accredited to be in that stadium, where do I go? What do I do?
We've got the security check there by Webster and Said, whereby you'll find the police who will be searching the cars, who will be checking the accreditations before people enter. And they will make sure that the number that is required is the one that enters the stadium as per COVID-19 regulations.
Mr. Mpako, where there's a large crowd of people, often there's also an element of crime. Is the municipality ready to ensure the safety of people whose cars will be parked in the designated parking spaces and also secure their positions?
Yes, as we know, with all the events, the Polokwane municipality, together with the South African Police Services, will be monitoring and patrolling throughout the parking areas and even the vicinity of the stadium to make sure that the people who are attending and their vehicles are safe during the time of this event.
And in terms of ensuring that the numbers are correct, what will law enforcement be doing?
As the law enforcement, like I'm saying, that will be working hand in glove with the South African Police Services, we will be checking and making sure that we comply with the COVID-19 regulations. That's why I'm saying that only people with accreditations will be allowed in, and there will be a security check where they will be entering, where the police and the traffic will be checking if those people are accredited and if the correct number is there into the stadium.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mpako, for speaking to us. There you have it, Simpiwe, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa stating that if you have not been told that you are one of the people who will be allowed into the Peter Mokaba Stadium today, do not make your way there, because traffic officers are at hand on various streets around Polokwane to ensure that if you don't meet the requirements, if you've not been accredited, if you are not from a bus that they know how many people are in it and are going to the stadium, you will be sent back. Simpiwe.
All right, Phimani, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate your time. We'll be chatting to you later. And that was our reporter in Polokwane, Phimani Baloyi. And Phimani Baloyi, she's been giving us, the traffic situation, and she's been in conversation with the traffic official there. And he just confirmed that road in and around, the Peter Mokaba Stadium